him catch 5,000 ones in an hour. I'ma make it stretch. I just made a mess.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. On the return, Boston Scott. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Hurts out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play fake. Mahomes steps away. This is caught. Touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that's one where the quarterback has to show the agility of his feet and the arm. And to scramble, still was able to make the play.
I'm going to show my age. I go back to Roger Staubach. When he was with the Cowboys and Tom Landry, his head coach kept telling him, quit scrambling, quit. Oh, nice result. Those are those types of plays. Keeping the play alive, extending it, and finding a receiver open for a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here's Scott to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I've always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts. Rager catches it left side. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here's Scott to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Hurts. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 59 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll run. It's Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got it complete to Rodgers. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go, D. Here I come, Mike 56. Mike 56.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Let him know. Hey, Mike's 50. All day.
Back to throw again. Quick slant here to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So with a fourth and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Randy McLeod.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is caught off the deflection. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They're running
On first down, Hurts. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. He'll drop to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here's Scott to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they